Like, we not doing that, all right? You better be lucky you still in the motherfucking story. Now sit down and don't touch nothing, all right? Y'all look at my nails. How cute are they? Got the zen, got the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine or whatever. My smoothie is really good. I put in 2 mangoes, 2 bananas, juice, you feed me. Some spinach, some beet juice, and then at the last minute I threw in some blueberries and some peaches. Y'all, I feel like I got some parasites in my belly that need to be demolished. So yeah, we're doing some juicing for the next couple days. But y'all are not here to talk about my gut health. You're not. Clearly you're not. In today's video, y'all, and if it's your first time seeing me, what's good? It's your girl, Miss Mystical Rose. I create videos just all about spirituality, lifestyle type things. And it's the type of time we on. This channel is fully dedicated to helping you live the life you want to live. You feel me? That's what I'm here to support you in while I find my way. Because, girl, this weekend, y'all, and it's so fitting that it happened this weekend before a new moon. Because the new moon, when you think about it, right, it's like the moon is in the sky right now. It's a blank canvas. It's like, you know, these next 30 days are going to be so huge for me. They're going to be major, you know. And so the new moon usually marks new beginnings, but you can't have new without old. So I feel like this weekend, it's ironic because this is usually like full moon things where it like opens up. I keep saying tings. Girl, you are from Jersey. They don't look. A ting is a ting. Me no care. Shout out my Caribbean people. Like, but it's so ironic because usually the full moon is what illuminates things. But for me, it's been like before this new moon, it really also illuminated some things to me. But I think that I feel like these things because I'm trying to feel more and think as little as possible, right? Because thinking is masculine, feeling is feminine. Working to combine the two in the best way possible. But yeah, what I feel is that a lot of the things that happened for me emotionally this weekend were tied to the new moon cycle because it's time for me to shed old skin. Let me explain to y'all exactly what happened this weekend. I love smoothies, y'all. Subscribe to my channel if you love smoothies, just because, like, if you're a smoothie girl or smoothie boy like me, baby, this isn't the prettiest one, but this shit, it tastes really, really yummy. I'm trying to watch my mouth. It tastes really, really yummy, y'all. So, cheers. So, I had to forgive, and I'm gonna try to speak as loosely as possible. I've had to forgive people who haven't actually apologized, people who haven't taken ownership, or people who I feel like have set themselves up emotionally in such a way like I can't speak my truth to them. So I just be sparing people and letting them slide. Someone I let this motherfucker slide on so much, and this person has hurt me deeply, and I've really let it slide because it's like I've learned to walk that line between who to be patient with and who to cut off. And this person, I just don't feel like I really want to cut them off because I actually like this person. But it also breaks my heart because I can't give this person fully. I can't give myself fully to this person because I feel like this person won't fully reciprocate and then I'll be hurt, right? So this person who's a close family member, I'm not going to tell y'all who, they came in town this weekend. You know what, fuck it. I'm gonna let y'all know who. My daddy, my motherfucking daddy, my pappy, my father. He came into town this weekend where I live. I live in a very small town around like his whole side of the family pretty much. This Negro came into town Friday night, did not let me know he was in town. I called this man 2 times on Friday. Finally, he answers on the second time to tell me, because he told me he was gonna get here around 6. It's about 7:30, I call him, no answer. Call him again around 9 something. I'm riding around with my cousin. Friday night, riding around with my cousin. This man tells me he's at the football game. So you didn't think to call me and see if maybe I wanted to come to the football game? It's like, sir, what the heck? And then the next day, y'all, it's my grandma's birthday weekend. The next day, they had a whole ass event at my uncle's house. Mind you, I called my uncle like that week and was like, let me know what y'all doing for grandma. I ain't heard nothing from him. I ain't heard nothing from my damn daddy. Now on Sunday, right? Y'all, Sunday was funny, and I'm so happy that I seen what I seen. So Sunday, you know, I knew they was linking up at my aunt's house. So, you know, my dad had called me, my uncle had called me. So I go over there Sunday. My uncle got a badass attitude, and my other uncle checked that nigga, and I was like, yes, I'm so happy I'm here to see this, because this nigga be out of line, and I didn't know if I was gonna have to check his ass, but I was willing to do the job, and I'm just grateful that God put me there to see that motherfucker get checked, because he has a very bad attitude. He's had a bad attitude his whole life, and my other uncle was like, yo, you need to chill on that. But I stayed there for like maybe an hour or so, hung out with my dad a little bit. Excuse me. And y'all, I was so in my feelings, because I even painted this motherfucker a picture. Like, I painted this man a picture. It said Divine and Design. I'm gonna put the picture right here. I painted this for him. Like, I got him a card and everything. Like, I was really excited to see my dad. And then he came in town, and for me, it's like he was acting like he wasn't really stunting me. Like, Negro, y'all having whole ass events and not calling me. I'm your child. Like, what? The math was not mathing. So like I said, on Sunday was really the first time I had seen my dad. He had been in town Friday, Saturday. This motherfucker barely called me, barely tried to, like, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hunting you down. You know why? Because I've done enough emotional labor in this relationship. So Sunday, he finally, you know, was able to fit me into his schedule, girl. And so I go to my aunt's house with him, and we hanging out. But then my cousin was like, she wanted to go to Jacksonville, because they have like an apothecary type place out there where you could get books and crystals. And, you know, I got some new crystals. I got a new quartz, a new amethyst. I got some crystals. And I actually got these bracelets from there too. And so, mind you, at that point on Sunday, you know, my other uncle had checked my other uncle. You know what I'm saying? I was happy to see it. But, you know, I felt like a draw to kind of spend more time with him and more time over there. But I was like, nah, like, I really want to go drive with my cousin to this place. It's like an hour away. I was like, I'd rather do that than sit over here with y'all asses. And I honored that, you know? So I felt bad, because I was like, you know, today is the day I really could have spent more time with my dad, right? But then on the other hand, I was like, man, fuck that shit. His ass has been doing him all weekend. All weekend. And not even all weekend, right? He's been doing him my whole life. I mean, like, the man has, you know, put himself first my whole life, which I respect, because before he was my dad, he was a man. He knows a life without me. I don't know a life without my dad, but he knows a life without me, right? So I'm like, you know what? This weekend was very important, because this next part of my journey, I'm going to have to put myself first. And it's time for me to also step into the main character role of my life and putting myself first. And I want everyone to do that. And I want us all to do that. I want us all to be on that same page of putting ourselves first. That is a crucial part, is becoming the main character in your life. So I'm not gonna hold you. I ain't gonna get up here talking about I'm this tough chick and my feelings was hurt, because I felt like I was an afterthought. But it's like, you know what? You motherfuckers are side characters in my show. Period. And I'm no longer going to shape my feelings, my thoughts around side characters, because I've done that my whole life. I've shaped myself around the side characters in my life, and it's time to become the main character up in this bitch. That's what inspired me to make this video, y'all, is that, like, this weekend I walked in that main character role. I didn't really press myself to reach out to him or anybody else this weekend, because everybody knows my number. No, that's not what the main character does. My presence is a present. You feel me? And so it's like, if you don't think to invite me, well then, okay, cool. I must not have meant to have been there. And then also, like, on Sunday, it was like I felt bad because I only spent like an hour with my dad. My dad was here the whole weekend. you know? And I felt bad because I was like, oh, I only spent an hour with him. That motherfucker only spent an hour with you too, and he had no problem with it. He didn't call you and see where you was at. He ain't even told you he was in town, girl. You done called him twice on Friday. He ain't even called your ass and told you he was in town. Ain't tried to invite you nowhere. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm not putting forth emotional labor for people who don't deserve it. Motherfucker, my dad deserves the bare minimum, and he better be lucky his ass is getting that. Okay. But to me, it's like this weekend was so like monumental for me because I really did walk in the main character role of my life. I was, first of all, unapologetic about doing what was best for me. It's not best for me to pour into cups that are not pouring back. People don't realize that. It's like people really should ask themselves, and I think everyone should hold themselves accountable, like, how have I poured into this? Have I poured into this in a nurturing way? And if you haven't poured into me in a nurturing kind of way, that's my love language. I can respect that maybe you have a different love language, but it's still like, if I don't feel like you're able to pour into me, I can't be consistently pouring into you. It don't work like that, you know? And so as the main character in your life, as the main character in your life, you have to be unapologetic about doing what's best for you. You have to be unapologetic about putting yourself first, because that's what everybody else is doing. That's why you got that trauma, because people putting themselves first. Okay, heard you. And so it was like with my dad, I really had to like put things in perspective. It's like, you put yourself first. Stop feeling like just because that's your dad or whoever fuck that is, that you have to bend over backwards or overcompensate, or no, because this man has had 30 years to do certain things and he has not. Meet people where they at. Be the main character. Be unapologetically and unapologetically put yourself first. Now, the next part of becoming a main character is liking what you like. It's all about being the main character. It's all about being unapologetic. It's being unapologetic about what you like. It's being unapologetic about who you are. And it's also being unapologetic about how you show up with people. I'm no longer giving everyone the best version of me. No, like, you have to earn that, all right? And I'm unapologetic about it at this point. I'm unapologetic about the fact that I make videos, I'm spiritual. I have just become so unapologetic about being like just a sexual being. That is the main thing. And I feel like this weekend I really stepped into myself and being unapologetic, because it was like, I'm not gonna sit over here and make time for people who treat me like I'm an afterthought. I'm not doing that. That's not main character shit. Okay, main character shit is, okay, I'm gonna give you what you give me. And that's it. You feel me? And so another big, huge component as far as being the main character in your life is knowing yourself and loving even the most underdeveloped parts of yourself. Because it's like, even with me being emotional, even with me kind of getting like in my feels about things, it's like, you know what? I'ma love your sensitive ass. I'ma love your soft ass. You know, rather than complain and be like, oh, I'm an overreactor, I'm gonna love you instead. That's how you become the main character. You love yourself in all your grace, and you love yourself in all your glory, and you love yourself in all your griminess and your grit and the nasty things too. So I just wanted to make this video because it's like things that happen like that come full circle, and they really have the potential to show you like how far you've come and help you see like, okay, you're choosing yourself, you're being the main character, and this is how it's gonna feel sometimes when you do that. It might not feel great. You may feel like you're hurting someone else, but you gotta maintain that main character role, and you cannot give a fuck about what no supporting side character feels. Honestly, especially if they haven't earned your consideration, especially after they shit on your feelings. Like, no, like, we not doing that, all right? You better be lucky you still in the motherfucking story. Now sit down and don't touch nothing, all right? But yes, be unapologetically you. Like what you like, be who you are. Love even the most underdeveloped parts of yourself. Everyone does not deserve the best version of you. Everyone has not earned that, all right? So be the main character. Middle finger to the side characters and all they Nobody cares. Give people exactly what they've earned. That's it. I'm gonna give you what you earn. And that's just what it is. So I know something in here resonated with you. Comment down below. Holla at your girl. Like, comment, share if you care. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm about to finish my smoothie. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Mwah. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.